Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 season is on the air. Today's date is July 14, 1972. We are at Tiger Stadium for a big American League matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. The Royals come into this game one game under 500. Remember, you got to be above 500 to have any chance of making the playoffs. The Tigers are 43-35. They are right now a half game back of the Baltimore Orioles in the American League East. So the Tigers just got to keep on winning and they'll make the postseason with no problem. So that's all they got to do is just continue to win, and we should see the Tigers in the playoffs once again. The Royals, they got a little work to do, but right now, as I said, they are one game under 500, and they are, right now, they would be considered in second place behind the Oakland Athletics. The Oakland Athletics are just running away with the American League West. They're just waiting for the postseason to start. Brian B., Jeremy Brooks, Chuck Rawlings, Doug Hunt, and John Haverly are first to join us here at Tiger Stadium. The Royals historically won this game, a pitcher's duel. The Royals 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. The Tigers no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. So historically, this was a pitcher's duel, which means we'll probably have a final score of 12 to 11 or something like that. DJP now joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Yes, I know. Kansas City locked up Bobby Witt Jr. What was it, 11 years, $283 million. Ridiculous. Big Clue now joins us here at Tiger Stadium. So we are all set and ready to go. I'm okay there, Big Clue. It's time for some baseball here between the Royals and the Tigers. Let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers today is Joe Coleman. I believe he was the ace that year for that team. 19 wins, 14 losses, a 2.80 ERA, 222 strikeouts, and 103 walks for the Cats that year in 72. Tiger Stadium, this was pretty much a hitter's park. 135 home runs. No adjustments to anything, so it's straight batter card is what we get. You don't see that often, but pretty much a hitter's park. Maybe neutral featuring hitters if you want to say so. 6 is probably 6. There are 6 home run on the matrix, so maybe neutral but favors hitters. So we got some baseball to play. Let's go to the top of the first as Frank Roszak now gets in here at Tiger Stadium. Leading off for the Royals will be the shortstop, Freddie Patek, a .212 average, no homers, and 32 RBIs in 72. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Tigers are the home team. And let's play some baseball here. Let's play. Coleman, 6'6". That's a range play. Patek, 3'6", and that's a ground ball to short. And that is hit to Ed Brinkman. His range is a 3. And he won't get it, and that's going to be a base hit. So Patek will hit it right past Ed Brinkman and get the first hit of the game early. So a leadoff single. Infield a double play. And that will bring up the center fielder, Amos Otis. Can anybody agree with me that Amos Otis was like Chet Lemon and George Orta, one of the more underrated players in baseball history? 293 average, 11 homers, 54 RBIs. I think Otis was a heck of a player in his career. I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with that. Strategy roll, Patek not going anywhere. He'll stay where he is, although he has 33 stolen bases. Coleman, 4-2, walk plus, and that 16 will walk him. So Coleman already off to a tough start, a single and a walk. And now the batter will be the right fielder, Richie Scheinblum. You got to love that name. 300 average, 8 homers, 66 RBIs in 72. Famous Amos, he was called. And PFLQR, who joins us here at Tiger Stadium, says he concurs. Anything on the strat? Nothing happening. Coleman already in a jam here in the top of the first. Coleman, 3-5, strikeout, 19 is high. Scheinblum, 6-5. That's a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn it. 3-3-3. Shortstop pivot is Brinkman. He's a -1. A 1-2. It's a double play. No. Patek will make it to third. Otis will just get nipped out at second base. Scheinblum reaches first, and that is the first out of the inning. So fielder's choice, but runners at the corners. And that will bring up the left fielder, Sweet Lou Piniella, 312 average, 11 homers, 72 RBIs, one of his better seasons out there. The infield is going to play in and see what they see what we do here. Strategy roll, that is a 2. Nothing happening. Coleman will go ahead and he will pitch. Coleman, 5-1 against the righty. That's an automatic out. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field. So that is hit to Jim Northrup, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. Piniella, sacrifice fly of 1. He will not bring in Patek that way. Patek, base runner 4. Right fielder Northrup, a -1 arm, a 1-3. Patek will still score, and he does. So Patek will score on a sacrifice fly, and the Royals, just like that, get that 1-0 lead early in the ball game. So that will be a sacrifice fly. Scheinblum stays where he is. And now the first baseman, John Mayberry. I thought he was pretty solid in his career, too. 298 average, 25 homers, 100 RBIs. That's an excellent season for him. Infield is back, now 2 outs. Scheinblum not going anywhere. Coleman, 1-1. Walk, 18. That will be too high. Mayberry, 4-2. And against the righty, it's a base hit past second. Scheinblum, he will... His base, with 2 outs, his base running rating is a 3. And that's going to be good enough. He will make it to third. So the inning keeps on going. Now again, runners at the corners on a base hit by Mayberry. And now the batter is the second baseman, Cookie Rojas. 261 average, 3 homers, 53 RBIs. And infield is back. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Mayberry did not have any stolen bases. Neither did Scheinblum. Coleman, 1-5. Walk, 4. And the bases are loaded. Wow, Joe Coleman having a rough inning so far. Second walk of the game by Coleman. And that will bring up the catcher, Jerry May. A 190 average, a homer, and 4 RBIs. And nothing on the strat. Coleman will pitch. Coleman, 3-6. That's an error on a grounder. May, 4-1. And against the righty, that's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to third base. And that ball is picked up by Aurelio Rodriguez. May was mud. He gets it. He throws to first and got him. Side retired. And that was close. 1 run on 2 hits and a couple of walks. And the Royals get that quick 1-0 lead here, which was the historical score of this game. But we have a long way to go. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Bruce Canton. Don't know much about him. 6 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.40 ERA, 75 strikeouts, 23 walks. We did see him in relief in the game for the Royals earlier. But let's see what the Tigers got tonight. Second baseman Dick McAuliffe leads off for the Big D. 240 average, 8 homers, 30 RBIs in 1972. Canton, 2-3, strikeout 9. That just missed. McAuliffe, 4-4, and McAuliffe leads off with 1 into right field, and that's going to split the gap. McAuliffe will head to second. That's a leadoff double. McAuliffe leads off with a double for the Cats. And now here's the third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez. 236 average, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. Strategy roll, nothing on the 13. McAuliffe on at second base. Canton with the pitch. 3-5. That's a pitcher result. The 12 is too high. Rodriguez, 3-5. That is a ground out to short. That will be handled by Patek. The throw goes to first, and McCullough will stay at second base, as the ball was hit kind of hard. Next up will be the right fielder, Jim Northrup, a 261 average, 8 homers, 42 RBIs. Anything on Strat? The answer is no. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Tiger Stadium. And yes, PFLQR, I also feel a 15-14 game. Dow Canton, 6-1, range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 1-1. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Lou Piniella. He's after it. He wasn't too bad. His range is a 3. He'll make the catch. 2 outs. McCullough, he will automatically stay at second base. On a fly ball to left, nice play by Piniella. And now that will bring up the left fielder, Willie Horton. We'll see if he hears a who. 231 average, 11 homers, 36 RBIs. Should say a young Willie Horton. I believe he was pretty young at this time. Strategy roll. That is a 1, but McCullough will stay where he is. Dow Canton, he'll go ahead and pitch. Dow Canton, 1-1, strikeout. 18 is high. Horton, 5-5, and that's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Bobby Floyd, and he is going to throw to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Tigers, and remains 1-0 Royals here after 1. Seems like a 16-run inning out players on a school night kind of brewing. Bite your mouth, say tongue, Brian B. Leading off for the Royals will be the third baseman, Bobby Floyd. Don't know much about him. 179 average, no homers, and 5 RBIs. Clee baseball fan and Philip Reynolds joins us here at Tiger Stadium. So he was 30 at this time? Okay, I thought he was younger than that. Coleman with the pitch. 1-1, walk, 9. That is too high. Floyd, 4-3, and that's grounded to third base. And Rodriguez says he's got it, and they'll take it over for the out. Next up is the pitcher, Bruce Dow Canton. He had an 098 average in 72. Coleman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 5-4, strikeout 20, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the first K for Coleman. He had 222 of them in 72, so he was throwing some kind of heat. 2 outs. Here's Patek. Patek got a base hit his first time up. Coleman with the pitch. 3-2. Home run chance, but it won't matter because Patek has zeros. Patek, 4-6, and that is a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by McCullough. And after a tough first inning, Coleman comes right back and goes 1-2-3. We will go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Tigers will be the first baseman, Norm Cash, another underrated player, I think. 259 average, 22 homers, 61 RBIs. I don't think Cash is in the Hall of Fame. I don't think so, is he? I haven't looked up. Dow Canton with the pitch. Shows you how much I know. 4-4, that is a blank. Cash, 2-5. That's a fly ball to right field. Scheinblum will get to that one, and he'll make the play. Next batter is the catcher, Tom Haller, a 207 average, 2 homers, and 13 RBIs. Dow Canton with the deal. Dow Canton, 6-4, hit by pitch, 14, no way. Haller, 5-1, and that's flied to left field. Lou Piniella is going to get to this one, and he'll grab it easily, 2 down. And now as the center fielder, Mickey Stanley. Was he related to Fred Stanley in any way? 234 average, 14 homers, 55 RBIs for Mickey Stanley. Let's see here. Dow Canton will go ahead and pitch. 1-4. That's a walk. The 9 is high. Stanley, 2-2, and it's grounded to third base. And that's going to be Bobby Floyd getting to that. A nice job by Dow Canton. And 1-2-3, go the Tigers. Only 1-0 after 2. Mickey and Fred, no relation. Thank you, sir. I was not sure. Top of the third. Leading off for the Royals will be famous Amos Otis, and he walked his first time up. David Vega joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Coleman, a 2-2 against a righty, strikeout plus, swing and a miss, struck him out. Otis went high, but the ball went low, and that is going to be the second strikeout for Coleman. Next batter is Scheinblum. Scheinblum is 0 for 1. Coleman, a 4-5. That is a possible error. Scheinblum, 3-1. That's a pop fly ball to third base. And getting under that is going to be Rodriguez. His error rating is a 6. That's a 2, but it's a pop fly ball, which means only an odd number can be an error. So he will make the catch, and that's out number 2. 2 down, and here comes Sweet Lou. Pinella's 0 for 1, but he did sacrifice fly. Coleman, 4-2, walk plus 9, and that's an easy ball 4, and Pinella will trot to first. That is the third walk issued by Coleman. He had 103 walks. That tells me he had some control issues. Pinella on at first, and here comes Mayberry. Mayberry got a base hit his first time up. Pinella had 7 stolen bases, and he gets the steal sign. 16 plus 1 is 17. Haller a -1. A 1-16. I'm going to send him. Pinella on the way to second base. A 1-16. He is safe. And he's out. Side retired. Caught stealing. Tom Haller gets out of his crotch and throws to second and gets Pinella on a 20. Even Ricky Henderson would have been out on that play. That was just a perfect throw by Tom Haller, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk and a caught stealing. Mayberry will have to wait until the next inning to swing the bat. Yep, Evil D20 strikes again. That is for sure. Leading off for the Cats will be the shortstop, Ed Brinkman. I don't know much about him. 203 average, 6 homers, 49 RBIs. Canton will deal 6-6 against a righty. Strikeout 12. That will be too high. Brinkman, 3-4. It's a base hit. He hits that one into center field. And he will be the leadoff man on. That brings up the pitcher, Joe Coleman. He had a 110 average and 5 RBIs. Infield is at corners and expecting a bunt. And that is a 16, and that's what they're going to do. So we're going to have a bunt check. So here comes the pitch from Bruce. Canton, 5-1 against the righty. It's a blank. And now we will see the bunt. Coleman's bunt rating is a 4. And that is hit. That is hit to third base. He is in. So now his bunt rating is a 3. That's an 11, and that's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. So Brinkman will go ahead and get to second base. And our only play third baseman was Floyd, and he could only throw to first to get Coleman. And that will be a sacrifice hit to third, but Brinkman is on at second. So a nice bunt by Coleman. And the batter now will be McAuliffe. Free and injured or day off? Freehan is on day off. Freehan is in the roster. He has the day off. He's on the bench. So is Al Kaline. He's also on the bench. So here is McAuliffe. He's 1 for 1. Got a double his first time up. Infield is back. Strategy and nothing happening. Canton will pitch. Canton 2-1. Strikeout 10. That will miss. McAuliffe 2-1. And that's fly to left field. And Lou Piniella says he has it. He'll make the catch. Brinkman will stay at second base. 2 away. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 0 for 1. Brinkman sounds like a banker, doesn't he? Strategy roll. And nothing on the 18th. Canton will pitch. Canton, 2-2. Strikeout 11. That just missed. Rodriguez, 5-2. And it's a ground ball to short. That'll be taken care of by Patek. He will throw to first. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Tigers. And it's still 1-0 after 3. Go figure that. Top of the 4th. And it will be John Mayberry leading off for KC. He got a single his first time up. He was at the plate when Piniella was gunned down. Was gunned down. Tom Haller in relation to Bill Haller, the umpire? I don't know. Coleman, 4-3, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-1, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. Third strikeout for Coleman, 1 down. Here's Rojas. Rojas walked his first time up. Coleman, 4-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. He got him, and that is strikeout number 4 for Coleman. 2 down. The batter now is May. May is 0 for 1. Coleman, they'll go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 3-2. That is a home run chance. But against righties, May's a 0. So not happening. May, 1-4. And he hits one into left field. He will not get a homer, but he will get a double to left. So May actually does keep the inning alive with a 2-bagger to left field. And now gives a chance for Floyd. Floyd is 0 for 1. And that is Bobby Floyd, not Rayford Floyd, who happens to be Baseball Demos' favorite all-time player. Strategy roll, nothing on the 15. May on at second. And Coleman will pitch. Coleman, 1-2, hit by pitch, 5. That just missed. Floyd's a 0. Coleman's a +4, but the 5 is too high. Floyd, 6-6, and he grounds it to short, easily handled by Brinkman. And he'll take his time and toss it over. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still a 1-0 game between these two. So far, inside pitch, we thought this would be a pitcher's duel with a 1-0 final historical score. And right now, inside pitch is agreeing with it. We'll see how long that lasts. Jim Northrup will lead off for the Big D. He's 0 for 1. Dal Canton will deal. Dal Canton, 3-4. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-10. The 17 is too high. Northrup, 5-1, and instead he grounds it to first base. And Mayberry's going to take it himself and go to the bag on his own, 1 down. Next up is Horton, who hears a who, and he's 0 for 1. Dal Canton, they'll go ahead and pitch. 6-3 against the righty. Strikeout 12. That will be too high. Horton, 2-5, and that's flying to right field. Richie Scheinblum is going to get to that one, and he'll make the play. 2 down. And now Cash. Cash is 0 for 1. Dal Canton sets up. He'll go ahead and make the deal. Dal Canton, 5-1 against the lefty. It's a base hit right past the pitcher and up the middle. So Cash keeps the inning alive with a single. But now can Detroit do anything with it? Here's Haller. Haller is 0 for 1. Cash had no stolen bases. But we still roll the strat anyway, and Dal Canton will concentrate on Haller. Cash on it first. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping for a hit. Dal Canton, 4-2. Error on a throw. Haller, 2-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And once again, Scheinblum is going to get to it. He's going to make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. Still 1-0 after 4. I've not moved the innings. We're actually in the 5th inning now. We're now on the top of the 5th. I'm moving a little too fast and not changing my scoreboard, which is not good. Scoreboard malfunction, but it's been fixed. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Royals will be Bruce Dal Canton. He's 0 for 1. Coleman, they'll go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 6-6. That's a range play. Canton, 5-1. Fly ball hit the left field. Going after that is Willie Horton. He stunk that year. His range is a 1, and he's not going to get it. And that's going to be a double. Bruce Canton hits it over Horton's head, who was playing it a little too shallow, and that gets over him. Canton's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double. DH? We don't need no stinking DH. Leadoff runner in scoring position. Here's Patek. Patek 1 for 2. And let's see here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Canton will stay where he is. Coleman will pitch. Coleman, 4-6. Strikeout 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will be strikeout number 5 for Coleman. It will now bring up Famous Amos. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Strategy. And that is a 2, but Canton not going anywhere. Coleman. 6-2, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Otis. So trying to come back, that's the 6th strikeout for Coleman, 2 away. And now can Scheinblum bring in Canton? 0 for 2 is Scheinblum. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Canton stays where he is. And now Scheinblum will go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 1-4, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. Coleman strikes out the side after giving up the double. Strikeout number 7 for Coleman. He gives up a leadoff double and then decides to dispatch the rest of the Royals after that. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No runs and a hit. Did the pitchers wear the jackets when on base in 72? I don't know. I know they wore them in the 80s. Maybe I was wrong in the 70s. I would think they would. But then again, 70s baseball, especially early 70s baseball, was almost like a continuation of the 60s. But in the 70s, when they started going to like 4-man rotations in the postseason, I think. I know it was in the 80s for sure. John Haverly is 100%. I know, John. I know you're right there, John. Bottom of the 5th inning, leading off for the Cats will be Mickey Stanley, and he's 0 for 1. Canton pitching a gem tonight. Canton, 1-1, strikeout. The 18 is high. Stanley, 2-4, and that's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Freddie Patek, and he will toss it over for the out. Next up is Brinkman. Brinkman got a base hit his first time up. Remember the golf carts for the relief pitchers? Yes, I remember the golf carts. They were in the shape of the helmet of the home team. I remember going to an old Mets game at Shea, and they had the pitchers brought out in with the Mets with the golf carts. When did they had the caps on top? Exactly. When did they stop using that? And why did they stop using that? They were wild. Yes, they were. Why did they stop using that? Why did they stop using that? I remember that. Canton with the pitch. 3-1, walk, 12. That is high. Brinkman, 1-3. He hits a fly ball to center field. Famous Amos will get to that and make the catch. 2 down. Next up is Coleman. Coleman got a sacrifice bunt the first time up. Ballpark configuration is made of like the golf cart swing away of the dodo? Possibly. Canton, 2-4. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 1-3. That is a home run to the poolside. But unfortunately, Coleman has zeros. That's not going to be a home run. And that is just going to be a fly ball to left field. An easy fly ball for Lou Piniella. Although Piniella kind of missed playing it a little bit, but he'll have plenty of time to get back on it. And he'll make the catch. I'll be a fly out to left. 1, 2, 3, go the Cats. Still 1-0 Royals after 5. I always love the wealth of knowledge in this chat. Why do you think I like doing it? Because I learn more about baseball from you guys than I do from anything else. And even if I'm wrong in what I say during a game, that's fine. You guys correct me, and that's all right. Then I know for the next time. Top of the 6th, Leading off for the Royals will be Sweet Lou Piniella. And he is 0 for 1 with a walk, but he did sacrifice fly and brought in a run. Coleman with the pitch. Coleman, 5-3, range play. Piniella, 2-5. That's a fly ball hit to right field. Going after that is Jim Northrup. His range is a 3. That's a 1. He'll make the play with no problem. And he sizes it up and gets it. And that's out number 1. Nice play by Northrup. And now here's Mayberry. Mayberry is 1 for 2 with a single. Coleman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 6-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Mayberry, 3-5. And against the righty, he slaps a base hit right past the shortstop. And Mayberry has his second hit of the game. It will now bring up Rojas. Rojas is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield is at double play depth. And Mayberry had no stolen bases, though, and he's not getting any here. Coleman, he'll go ahead and deal. Coleman, 5-4, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. Rojas didn't strike out much during that year, but he struck out twice tonight, and that is the 8th K for Coleman. So now 2 away, and the batter now is May. May got a double his last time up. He's 1 for 2. So now 2 away, Mayberry, and he is going to stay where he is. Coleman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Coleman, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. May, 6-5, and that's a line drive to third. Rodriguez is right there. He gloves it, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Royals. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The game is still 1-0. I'm a bit of a state of shock. That the game is actually still 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Canton, he can pitch to 5 more before he tires. He says, I can go. Dick McAuliffe leads off for the Tigers. He's 1 for 2 with a double. So 1-0 Royals here, bottom of the 6th. Canton, 3-1, walk, 13, and that is barely a ball 4, but it will be it. So McAuliffe walks, leadoff man on. The batter now is Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 0 for 2. McAuliffe, however, had no stolen bases, and nothing happening with it. He will stay where he is. Canton will go ahead and pitch. Canton, 2-6. That is a blank. Rodriguez, 5-3. And that is a ground ball to third. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot, Rojas +1. A 1-3. It's a double play. No, McAuliffe will be out at second base, but Rodriguez will beat the relay, and that is out number 1 on the fielder's choice. Next batter is Northrup. Northrup is 0 for 2. Rodriguez had 2 stolen bases that year, and he is not getting any here. Canton, they'll go ahead and pitch. Canton, 2-2, strikeout 9. That's a little high. Northrup, 5-1, and that is a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn it. 3-2-2. Shortstop pivot, Patek +1. A 1-3, that's a double play. They got it. Side retired. 3-6-3. Nothing across except a walk. And right now the Tigers have no answer for Bruce Canton. 1-0 Royals after 6. As we go to the top of the 7th, and it will be Bobby Floyd leading off for the Royals. He is 0 for 2. 1-0 Royals. And the historical score of this game was 1-0. I can't believe this. Coleman, 3-6, error on a grounder. Floyd, 6-4 against the righty. That is a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Dick McAuliffe. His error rating is an 8. That's a 17. He's got it. takes his time, throws it over, out number 1. So ground out to second, but McCullough makes the play. That'll bring up the pitcher, Bruce Canton, and even though he's pitching a gem, I think they take him out here, although he is 1 for 2, but he can only pitch 2 more batters before he tires. And a kind of a rule I have is it's like that, unless he's pitching I know he is pitching a shutout. I just don't think you'll let him bat here. I don't think you'll let him bat, although if there were runners on base, probably would. I don't know here. Canton he's not a complete game pitcher. I know that. So I'm going to take him out of the game, and the Royals will go to the bullpen. Coming on to pinch hit for the Royals is going to be Paul Shaw. 228 average, 6 homers, 41 RBIs. He has the most at bats on the bench, so he will go ahead and bat against Coleman. So here comes Paul Shaw, and let's see what he does. Coleman with the pitch. Coleman, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Shaw, 1-3. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 15, but it's too high. Fly ball deep to right, and that's going to be Northrup getting to that, and that's out number 2. Next batter is Patek. Patek is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Tigers Stadium. So now 2 away. Patek will bat. Coleman, 6-6. That's a range play. Patek, 1-2. Fly ball left field. Once again, that's hit to Willie Horton, and he was lousy. His range is a 1. And it's going to drop. And that's going to drop in front of him, just in front of him. He'll take it on the hop, and Patek will have a single. So that's the second hit of the game for Patek. It brings up Famous Amos. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Coleman not tired yet, but will be after Otis. Strategy roll, and that is a 3. Patek gets the steal sign. 17 plus 1 is 18. Hauler minus 1 is 17. Wow. With 2 outs, I'm not going to run him out of the inning. I'm going to let Otis bat. The steal is called off. Coleman with the pitch. 6-5, strikeout. The 14 is high. Otis, 5-6, and it's a base hit past third. That will be a single. Patek will hold at second base, though. On a single past third is still not, even with 2 outs, he still won't get there. But that keeps the inning alive. And now the batter is Scheinblum, and Coleman is tired. And let's see here. Do you want Coleman? I think you take him out. That's going to be it. Coleman coming out of the game, as that will be it for him, as the Tigers will go to the bullpen here. And let's see here. And 20 had you sent him. Right. So they're going to bring on a new pitcher. And they're going to bring on a lefty. Yeah, they're going to bring on a lefty and have him pitch to Scheinblum. Coming on to pitch for the Tigers for pretty much maybe 1 batter is going to be John Hiller. 1 win, 2 losses, 3 saves, a 2.03 ERA, but he was pretty much the lefty specialist for the Tigers that year. He can pitch to 6 batters. The question is, will he? But he's going to pitch to Scheinblum and turn him around. Scheinblum does have a little bit more power against lefties, but his average is a little bit lower. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Hiller will pitch to Scheinblum. A big chance here for the Royals. Hiller. 1-1. That is a range play. Scheinblum. 2-5. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Norm Cash. His infield is back. His range is a 3. No, it'll get past him, and that's going to be a base hit. It'll be a single. Patek with a base running rating of 5 with 2 outs. He will score. Otis will make third. Scheinblum to first. It's 2-0 Royals. Stadium groans. The RBI single by Richie Scheinblum, as that just got past Norm Cash, who couldn't make the play. And now the batter is Piniella, just out of Cash's reach. Pinella's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and a walk. So 2 outs, now a 2-0 Royal lead. Strategy roll still on, nothing on the 5. Hiller will pitch. Hiller, 5-2. Pitcher result, but the 20 is too high. Piniella, 6-3. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 15. And against the lefty, Pinella's going to just reach it, and he smacks it all the way into right field. It's going to bounce off the wall, roll over the place. Otis will score. Scheinblum will score. Piniella, 2 RBI triple. 4-0 Royals. Stadium groans. So John Hiller comes in here, the lefty specialist. He can't get Scheinblum, and now he allows Piniella 2 RBI triple, and the Royals now lead 4-0. And now the batter is Mayberry. Mayberry 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Have a funny feeling the Tiger manager may be fired after this game. Strategy rolls are now off. Hiller, 4-5 against the lefty. That's a blank. Mayberry, 3-5 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to short. That'll be taken care of by Brinkman. And the throw goes to first for the final out. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Royals. And they now have a 4-0 lead here in the middle of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, and it will be July 17th. We're going to go to the stadium by the Three Rivers. Good matchup in the National League tomorrow night as the Atlanta Braves take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ron Schuler will be going for Atlanta, and Luke Walker will be going for the Pirates. The Pirates do lead the National League East. The Braves, however, they are right now still fighting for 3rd and 4th place in the National League West. So that will be tomorrow night's game. I hope you'll join us for that. The Braves and the Pirates. Ron Schuler against Luke Walker. That'll be tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th inning. Royals lead 4-0. Leading off for the Tigers will be Willie Horton. And he's probably going to bat here. Royals need a pitcher. And let's see who they're going to go with. And coming on to pitch for the Royals. Let's see. Who would be the closer in this game? Would that be Bergmeyer with 9 saves? Yeah. Coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Ted Abernathy. We've seen him before. 3 wins, 4 losses, 5 saves, a 1.70 ERA. So Abernathy will come on here and try to get a hold. Right now, Canton is eligible for the win and Coleman the loss. Willie Horton will lead off. Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-0 Royals. Abernathy, 3-3 against the righty. It's an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to second base, taken care of there by Rojas. And that is the first out. One out. Here's Cash. Cash is 1 for 2. He has a single. Abernathy with the pitch. Abernathy 3-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Cash 1-5, and that's grounded to short. And that will be handled there by Patek. And he will take his time and toss it over for out number 2. The batter now is Haller. And Haller is 0 for 2. And they are going to... They're going to let him bat, even though Bill Freehan can come in and take over. But with runners, no one on base, and Haller got good range, I'm going to let Haller bat here. I'm going to let him bat. Haller will bat against Abernathy. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Royals. Abernathy, 2-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Haller, 2-1. It's a base hit. He hits it 1 past third. So maybe keeping Haller in there was the right move. That will be a single for him. That's his first hit of the game. Next batter is Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. Abernathy will pitch. Abernathy, 3-5. That's a walk, and that 5 is ball 4. And now the Tigers have a runner in scoring position here with now runners at first and second. And now the batter is Brinkman, and now we may see a pinch hitter for him with the runners on. So let's see what we're going to do here. And he is the shortstop. So who else do I have that can play the position? If I have any that can play the position. I don't think so. Let me see. Wow, I do not have another shortstop on the bench. He has to hit. Ed Brinkman will go ahead and bat. And he had 516 at bats, which tells me they probably wouldn't have pinched it for him anyway. Haller on at second, Stanley on at first, 2 men down. Bottom of 7th, Royals leading 4-0, but the Tigers trying to get something going. Abernathy, he'll go ahead and pitch. Abernathy, 5-4 against the righty, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Tigers let a chance go by the board. 4-0 in favor of the Royals here. Historically, the Tigers did not score any runs in this game. So right now, Inside Pitch is saying history may just repeat itself. We go to the top of the 8th. And let's see. Leading off for the Royals will be Cookie Rojas. And he is 0 for 2 with a walk. And we're going to see a new pitcher, Hiller, coming out. And the Tigers will go to the bench, or go to the bullpen. And they will go with... Coming on to pitch for the Tigers is going to be Chris Zachary. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save, a 1.41 ERA. Zachary will now be the 3rd Tiger pitcher. You know I'm going to ask this. Is Chris Zachary any relation to Pat Zachary? The bum that the Mets decided to trade for the Seaver trade. Chris Zachary will pitch to Rojas here. He can pitch to 6. So let's see what happens. Zachary with the pitch. Zachary, 1-1, error on a grounder. Rojas, 1-3. That's a base hit to center field. And that is hit to Stanley. His error rating is a 2. That's a 4. He'll get the ball. And Rojas will hold at first base on a leadoff single. Next up is May. May will bat. Pat Zachary, the legend. Yeah, legend. The legend in the worst trade in baseball history. Zachary with the pitch. Zachary, 4-6. Hit by pitch. The 7 is high. May, 2-2. And that is a ground ball to third. 3-2-3. Second base, pivot McCullough, 0. 1-3. It's a double play. No. Zach Rojas will be thrown out at second. And May will get to first on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Next batter is Floyd. Floyd is 0 for 3. Zachary has my one and only inside pitch no-hitter. As a Red, of course, right? Probably not as a Met. Strat, I don't know why I'm rolling a Strat. May on at first. Zachary looking in on Floyd. Here's the pitch. Zachary, 4-5, range play. Floyd, 6-4, against the righty. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to McCullough. Normally his range is a 2, but a double play depth, it's a 1. Nope, that's going to get past him, and that will be a single. May does not have the speed to get to third base. He's mud. He will hold it second, but the Royals now have some insurance on the board. We'll see a pinch hitter for Ted Abernathy. He was tired anyway, so they're going to go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Royals is going to be Ed Kirkpatrick. 275 average, 9 homers, 43 RBIs in 72. So May is on at second, Floyd on at first. A chance here for the Royals to maybe get more runs. Zachary will pitch to Kirkpatrick, and here comes the pitch. Zachary, 2-5. That's at the park. Tigers Stadium, 1-4. And that is a fly ball to right field. Northrup will get to it, make out number 1. May is going to stay at second base. He will not try to go to third. And that will be out number 2. So nice play by Northrup out there. The batter will be Patek. And Patek is 2 for 4. Patek 2 for 4, 2 singles. Zachary will pitch to Patek. 2 men down. Royals trying to get some insurance. Zachary with the pitch. 1-4 against the righty. Strikeout plus. And that 18. Cold strike 3 on Patek. They got him, and the inning is over. Big K there for Zachary. No runs, 2 hits for the Royals. But they still have a 4-0 lead here going in the bottom of the 8th. The Tigers historically did not score any runs in the game, and they've not scored any games. And right now, the Detroit Tiger line score in this game matches the historical line score. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Will it remain that way? And that's not the first time we've had that so far this year. Pinch hitter coming in for Chris Zachary. He will lead. We'll see a pinch hitter. The Royals are going to go to the bullpen first, and let's see if they're going to bring on to pitch. And they are going to go with. It's not actually a save situation yet. Coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Al Fitzmaurice. 2 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, a 3.74 ERA. Fitzmaurice will be the 3rd Royal pitcher. And let's see, and we'll see a pinch hitter for the Tigers. And it is going to be, they're going to go with Bill Freehan. Bill Freehan, 262 average, 10 homers, 56 RBIs. Bill Freehan will now pinch hit for the pitcher. Royals lead 4-0, and Fitzmaurice is on the mound. He can pitch to 10 batters if he needs to. Fitzmaurice, 6'4", strikeout 17 is high. Freehan, 3-6, and he leads off with a double to right field. Well, that'll take care of the historical line score. But Freehan goes ahead and smacks a leadoff double. Could this be a chance for the Tigers? Here comes McAuliffe. McAuliffe is 1 for 2, doubled and walked. Now let's see what he does here. Freehan on at second. McAuliffe will bat. Fitzmaurice looking in on McAuliffe. And, will he bat? Will he bat? Yeah, he will. Fitzmaurice will go ahead and he will pitch. Fitzmaurice, 5-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. McAuliffe, 3-5, and that's a fly ball to right field. Scheinblum will come under it, and he will get it for out number 1. Freehand, base running 2, hit to right -1. Scheinblum a 0. The only way he can get to third is on a 1, and he stays at second. He stays at second base, 1 out. It'll bring up Rodriguez. Rodriguez will bat. He's 0 for 2. Fitzmaurice will go ahead and pitch. Fitzmaurice, 2-1. Wild pitch. That's a 1, and Freehand will go to third. So Freehand goes ahead and gets on there on a wild pitch by Fitzmaurice. And now the infield is still going to play back. The runner at third don't mean anything. So they're still going to play back here. So Freehand will score on any ground out. Fitzmaurice will go ahead, and he will pitch. Fitzmaurice, 4-1, error on a grounder. Rodriguez, 1-6, and against a righty. That's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to the pitcher. Against a righty, it's a single one, but on an error on a grounder, that's changed to a speed check. So Rodriguez hits a ground ball right back to Fitzmaurice. Freehand will score. Rodriguez's base running rating is a 3. It's a Baltimore chop. Do they get him? A 1-3. He's safe. He's out. 2 outs, but the run does score. So Freehand does come in to score the run. It's now 4-1. That goes as a ground out to the pitcher, and there are now 2 away, but the Tigers are on the board. And now the batter is Northrup. Northrup is 0 for 3. Had a rough night tonight. Kansas City pitching has been pretty good. Fitzmaurice will go ahead and pitch. Fitzmaurice, 2-6, strikeout 10. That is high. Northrup, 1-6, and that's grounded to short, handled easily there by Patek. And he will take his time and toss it over and end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a double by Freehand, and the run does come in. And after 8, it is now 4-1 in favor of the Royals. We will go to the top of the 9th. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Famous Amos Otis will lead off for the Royals. Tigers need a pitcher. And I don't think they would, with 3 runs ahead, I don't think they would bring in the closer. So they're going to go ahead. Well, maybe they would. Let's see. Otis really does. I think they're bringing a righty in this case. Maybe they would bring him in. Coming on to pitch for the Tigers is going to be Chuck Seelbach. Another great baseball name. 9 wins, 8 losses, 14 saves, a 2.89 ERA. Seelbach will be the 4th Tiger pitcher. So 4-1 Royals, top of the 9th. Chuck Seelbach now takes over. Famous Amos leads off, and he is, what is he? He is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Seelbach, 3-1, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. They'll go ahead and get Otis. And now it'll bring up Scheinblum. Scheinblum 1 for 4. He's got a single. Seelbach with the pitch. Seelbach 5-3 against the switch left. That's going to be a base hit right past the pitcher and into the outfield. Scheinblum has his 2nd hit of the game. And so that will go ahead and get in there and now bring up Sweet Lou. Piniella is 1 for 3, but a sacrifice fly and a huge 2 RBI triple his last time up. Infield is at double play. There is 1 out. Strategy rolls are still off. Seelbach will pitch. Seelbach, 4-4. Error on a throw. Piniella, 6-2. That's a ground ball to third, and that ball is hit to Rodriguez. His error rating is a 6. That's a 5. He's going to make a throwing error. The question is, where did it go? So Piniella is a 3-3-4. Second base pivot. McCullough is a 0. A 1-4. This would have been a double play. It is a 1. So the throw goes to second base. It's a bad throw. McCullough's range is a 2. He will prevent the ball from getting past him in the outfield, but it takes him off the bag. Scheinblum is safe. Stadium groans. That's an E5. That's the first error on the Tigers. They did not have any errors in the game historically, but now that puts runners at first and second, still one out, and a chance for Mayberry. Mayberry 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Runners still a double play depth, 4-1, but now the Royals looking to get some help here, and they did get some help on a bad error by Aurelio Rodriguez. Seelbach with the pitch. 3-4, strikeout, 6, swing and a miss, struck them out. That's how you come back. A big K on Mayberry. And it will bring up Rojas. He will bat. Rojas is 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Seelbach trying to keep this game 4-1 and hope the Tigers get some ninth inning magic. Seelbach, 3-1, strikeout 3. He got him, swing and a miss, struck him out. The inning is over, and what a tough night for Rojas. Rojas did not strike out much. He's only a 4, but he has the hat trick tonight, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. And it's still 4-1 Royals going on the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Willie Horton leading off for the Tigers. Let's see if the Royals want to make a pitching change. And their closer really is Tom Bergmeyer for this game, but I'm going to tell you, I do not think I want to bring him in. Fitzmaurice, I'm going to let Fitzmaurice pitch here. I got Roger Nelson, who actually is in relief. I can use him as well. He had 3 saves. I'm going to let Fitzmaurice pitch. Fitzmaurice is going to stay out there. He has 3 saves. He's going to try to get the saves here. Willie Horton leading off for the Cats. He is in left field, and we're going to see a pinch hitter. So Horton is coming out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Tigers is going to be Tony the Tiger Taylor, 303 average, a homer, and 20 RBIs, which means we will need a left fielder for the Tigers if this game goes any further. So Tony Taylor will go up against Fitzmaurice. Bottom of the 9th, 4-1. Let's see what happens. Fitzmaurice, 1-1, walk. The 20 is high. Taylor, 3-4. It's a base hit past second base. And Taylor will get the leadoff hit on. So 1 batter is on. 1 runner is on. The next batter is Cash. He will bat. Cash is 1 for 3. Infield is a double play. Strategy rolls are off. Taylor staying put. Fitzmaurice looking in on Cash. And Cash, he hits righties a lot better than lefties. And timeout. Let me see what I want to do with the Royals here. And now they're going to bring on a lefty. That'll be it for Fitzmaurice. And they're going to bring out, remember, I still do the 3 batter rule. Coming on to pitch for the Royals will be Tom Bergmeyer. 6 wins, 2 losses, 9 saves, a 4.23 ERA. Bergmeyer will be the 4th Royal pitcher. He had 9 saves. He really is the closer for this game. So nobody out. Taylor on at first. Bottom of the 9th inning. Royals lead 4-1, but the Tigers are going to make it interesting. Bergmeyer with the pitch. Bergmeyer, 2-5, range play. Cash, 3-1, fly ball left field. That ball is hit to Sweet Lou Piniella. His range is a 3. He's got it, 1 out. What a play by Piniella. He had to get that one on the run. And that's a fly out the left, 1 away. Next up is Haller. And let's see. I already used the catcher. I don't think I already used the catcher, didn't I? Yes, I did. He has to bat. Haller will go ahead and he will bat. Haller's 1 for 3, though. Taylor on at first. Bergmeyer will pitch to Haller. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping Haller can come through with a hit. Bergmeyer, 4-4. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 1-6. It's a home run to center field against the lefty. Harler needs a 7. It's a 12. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Going near the wall will be Amos Otis. He's at the wall, and he will make the catch. Out number 2. He gave it a ride, but it's just a loud out. So now 2 away. And the batter now is Stanley. Stanley's going to bat. He's got good power against lefties. But now there are 2 outs. Allowed out by Haller, but just not enough. Bergmeyer will pitch to Stanley. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping Stanley can keep the game going. Bergmeyer with the pitch. Bergmeyer, 4-2. Blank. Stanley. 3-2, and it's a fly ball to right field. And Richie Scheinblum is going to get to it. He takes 2 steps to his right, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Royals will beat the Tigers tonight, 4-1. Stadium groans. So a 4-1 victory for the Royals, and that'll get them back to 500. They're now 40-40. The Tigers dropped to 43-36 with the loss. But a good win for Kansas City as they get back to 500, and we'll see with what they can do with that, because you got to be above 500 to get into the postseason. No runs and a hit. Final line score coming up. For the Royals, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Tigers, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Bruce Canton. He's going to get the win. Joe Coleman's going to take the loss. Ted Abernathy gets a hold because he didn't allow any runs. Fitzmaurice did allow a run, so it doesn't get one. But Bergmeyer is going to get a save. So a nice victory for the Kansas City Royals, as they are once again at 500. But we are still not done yet. 10-minute ticker coming right up. I would like to buy a G, please, rigged. I'd like to buy a G. Rigged. Poor Chuck Rawlings. Poor Chuck. I get it. I get it, Chuck. I do. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Royals will take a 4-1 victory over the Cats. Let's see how the Majors does tonight. July 14th, White Sox and Baltimore in a doubleheader, game 1. White Sox 746, and that is 4. Orioles 854, and that is 5. That's a win for the O's in the first game. Game number 2. White Sox 665, that is 7. Orioles 1036, and that will be 3. And they will split the twin bill. California at Milwaukee. Angels 314, that is 0. Brewers 1054, that's 5. And that is a win for the Brew Crew. Boston at Minnesota. Red Sox 1536, that is 4. Twins 1421, and that's 2. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Oakland and the Yankees in a doubleheader, game 1. Athletics 742, and that's 3. Yankees 315, and that is 0. Oakland wins the first one. Game number 2, Athletics 1122, and that is 2. Yankees 611 at 0, and all. So the Athletics shut out the Yankees twice in both games. Oakland, I have a funny feeling the Athletics are probably just going to run away with the postseason as well, but you never know. Cleveland at Texas. Indians 544, and that is 3. Rangers minus 113, that's 0, and that's a win for the Indians. Atlanta and the Cubs. Atlanta 10-13, that is 1. Cubs 19-25, that is 4. A win for the Cubbies. Expos and the Dodgers. Expos 4-31, and that is 2. Dodgers 9-13, that's 1. A win for the Spos. Astros and the Pirates. Astros 14-12, and that is 1. Pirates 14-35, and that is 4. And that's a win for the Bucks. Mets and the Padres. Mets this team just goes up and down. Mets 10-66, that's 9. Padres 4-66, and that's 7. And because the Mets were a little better, the Mets will have a happy recap. Philadelphia and the Padres on the Giants. Philadelphia 11-45, and that is 4. Giants 16-34, and that is also 4. We will have extras. Phillies, both teams roll a 1. Philadelphia -2. San Francisco -4. That's a win for the Phillies. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds 12-33, and that is 3. Cardinals 8-11, that's 0, and that game belongs to the Reds. July 15th, White Sox at Baltimore. White Sox 5-35, and that will be 2. Orioles 10-36, that's 3. A win for the O's. Kansas City at Detroit. Royals 10-25, that is 2. Tigers 9-44, that's 4. The Tigers get it back. California at Milwaukee. Angels 8-31, and that is 2 runs. Brewers 8-22, and that is also 2 runs. They will have extras. Both teams roll a 4. California +4, Milwaukee 0. That will be a win for the Halos. Boston at Minnesota. Red Sox 12-42, and that is 4. Twins 11-45, that is also 4, and they will have extras. Boston rolls a 2, +1 is 3. Twins roll a 4, -1 is 3. That is a tie, which means Minnesota wins by virtue of home field. Oakland and the Yankees. Athletics 9-63, and that is 6. Yankees 6-64, and that is also 6. They will tie. They will go to extras. Oakland rolls a 1, -1 is 0. Yankees roll a 3, -2 is 1. And the Yankees will actually get the victory. Indians and the Rangers. Indians 13-13, and that is 1. Rangers 5-12, and that's 0. That's a win for the Tribe. Braves and the Cubs. Braves 11-15, and that's 1. Cubs 12-66, that is 10. And the Cubs right now looking at probably getting a postseason berth. Montreal and the Dodgers. Expos 7-12, that is 0. Dodgers 9-25, that is 2. That's a win for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are trying to make their way back. Astros and the Pirates. Astros 12-11, that's 0. Pirates 16-43, and that is 5. That's another win for the Bucks. Mets and the Padres. Mets got to continue to win games here and stay up there. Mets 7-62, and that is 5. Padres 9-65, that's 7. And the Padres will beat the Mets. Philadelphia Mets have had a lot of problems with the Padres. Phillies and the Giants. Phillies 11-23, and that is 2. Giants 5-41, and that is 3. That is a win for the G-Men. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds 16-46, and that is 6. Cardinals 12-22, that is 2, and that game belongs to the Reds. On to July 16th, White Sox at Baltimore. White Sox 3-53, and that's 3. Orioles 534, and that is 2. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Kansas City at Detroit. Royals 1231, and that is 3. Tigers 3. Angels 466, that's 7. Brewers 714, that's 1. Angels win the first game. Game number 2. Angels 831, and that is 2. Brewers 922, and that is also 2. They will have extras. Angels roll, both teams roll a 3. California 4, Milwaukee 0. That is a win for the Halos as they win both games. Right now, the American League West is very much in danger of only sending the division champion. There may not be a 5 or 6 seed. We still got a long way to go, though. But right now, the only team above 500 in the American League West is the Athletics. Boston and Minnesota. Boston 10-14, and that is 1. Twins 10-61, and that is 6. That's a win for the Twins. Athletics and the Yankees. Oakland 9-35, and that is 3. Yankees 7-12, that's 0. Another win for the Athletics. Cleveland at Texas. Cleveland, let's see, 11-36, and that is 4. Rangers 7-36, that is 3, and that is a win for the Indians. Atlanta and the Cubs. Atlanta 10-51, and that is 5. Cubs 21-32, and that is also 5. We will have extras. Atlanta rolls a 5, plus 2 is 7. Cubs roll a 6. Minus 3 is 3. That will be a win for Atlanta. Expos and the Dodgers. Expos 264. That is 5. Dodgers 836, and that is 3. That's a win for the Spos. Astros and the Pirates in a doubleheader. Game 1. Astros 1255, and that is 6. Pirates 1565, that is 9. The Pirates won the first one. Game number 2, Astros 1314, and that is 1. Pirates 1266, that's 10. And the Pirates crushed the Astros in both games. Mets and the Padres. As I said, Mets have had a lot of problems with San Diego in FastScore. Mets 1056. They won't have one here. And that is 6. Padres 926, and that is 2. And my Mets at least will get 2 out of 3 happy recaps. Philadelphia and the Giants. Philly 713, that is 0. Giants 1726, and that is 4. That is a win for the G-Men. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds are playing great. Reds 2016, and that is 3. Cardinals 845, and that's 4. And not that game. The Cardinals will steal that game from the Reds. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Actually, no, Brian, it will be Friday I'll have the game. Tomorrow will be July 17th. We have a game on the 17th, the 20th, and the 23rd. The 23rd was the last game before the All-Star break, Brian. So we do have a game tomorrow. It'll be July 17th. We will be at Three Rivers Stadium as the Atlanta Braves will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ron Schuler will be going for the Braves, and Luke Walker will be going for the Pirates. That should be a pretty good matchup. The Pirates in total command of the National League East. The Braves trying to get back to 500 and make a playoff run. Atlanta and the Pirates. Schuler and Walker. Be there or be square. Brian B., Chuck Rawlings, Frank Rosank, John Haverly, Big Clue, and PFLQR, Clee Baseball Fan, Doug Hunt, Craig Scarborough, and let's see here, Frank Rosank, let's see what else we got here, David Vega, of course, Philip Reynolds, Jimmy Jam, and Jeremy Brooks. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is the Royals going ahead and caging the Tigers. They lock them up with a 4-1 win today in Detroit. We'll see you guys tomorrow.